I don't know if I'm going to publish this video. I'm just going to see how it goes and how emotional I get. And yes, I am in bed. I'm getting up in a minute, and the only reason I'm getting out of bed is because I have a dog downstairs who wants some couch cuddles, and it'll probably do me some good too. This is more from someone that is neurodivergent and chronic pain. So last Saturday, I was in extreme pain. I can't even describe, but extreme pain. So I went to I was actually in pain from Friday night. So I went to one ER. They know that I'm autistic. It's on my medical forms. And due to some lingering policies with the pandemic, my partner is uncomfortable in staying with me in these healthcare facilities for long periods of time, and I don't begrudge him that. I completely understand. But also the emergency room has kind of changed in the fact that I kept getting called out for a test, come back into the waiting room, coming out for a test. And I don't think people understand that it's actually really daunting when you're under extreme stress, high anxiety, in surroundings that just are uncomfortable, and having to go in and out, up and down, carry your bag. It gets a lot. Also, people can't take blood out of my veins. I'm a freaking vampire. So that's traumatic, because I have to prod and poke and have to squeeze my arm and all that rubbish. And then get sent home because I'm being told that I don't have a life-threatening incident, which somewhere along the line, the emergency room has changed from treating people that are in acute pain to no, we're just dealing with life-threatening incidents. Not to mention they didn't actually do all the tests possible that they could have done. So I ended up going, because the pain didn't dissipate when I got home, even though I'd had an endone, knocked me out for 3 hours. But then I woke up and the pain came back, and actually came back worse. So I ended up going to a second ER, but I called them first. And I also physically can't wear a mask. I'm not going to go into those reasons because it's actually mixed. It's due to my health, but it's also other matters. So I just can't wear a mask. So I always have to declare that. I have to announce it. It's actually, again, creates another stress, another anxiety. Are they even going to let me in? Are they going to see me? So I went to a second ER. More blood tests, and she wanted to take blood from my hand, and I've had that happen before, and I literally ran out of the doctor's room and called the pathology people, and I got told only experienced people should even try and take out of the hand. And yes, I have a tattoo, but that is surface. No needle goes in further than it needs to go. So anyway, I held my ground on that, even though I was by myself. Eventually she found a vein. It was close to my wrist though. It was painful, but probably not as painful as my hand. Now, again, they did an extra test, one that could have been done at the previous hospital. And if that had been done at the previous hospital, I probably wouldn't have gone back to another ER. So I did put a complaint in. But the other issue is that on my doctor's letter from the initial consultation with the original ER, they put this LR COVID in, and like, I'm a very factual, honest person. We didn't discuss COVID. Like, there was no symptom checklist. There was no, have you even tested for it? Have you even had it? And no, I've never tested for it, so I wouldn't know, and I don't think so. So I was really kind of upset because I don't want to be a COVID statistic, and I'm not a COVID statistic, and I was going in there with genuine pain. I'm not saying people that have COVID don't have genuine pain, but I just didn't understand the relevance. So I was actually, it didn't need to be on my medical letter. Even the second ER didn't even understand it and questioned it. And I said, I don't know. I said, we didn't even discuss it. So that was disappointing. But my first ER experience at one point just got so overwhelming. I broke down. And there was no one there to understand. I was shaking, I was crying. They gave me this medicine. I didn't understand why they gave it to me. I tried asking, and then I realized it's because, and I'm not going to say yes to this again, because I said I'd had reflux. Yes, but not severe. I don't have it every minute of every day. So it was this pink gel, and it made my mouth numb, and it was the most disgusting, vile taste. And again, it literally sent me into like meltdown mode, and I was about to go for an x-ray, and the guy felt bad for me, so he was gonna come back, but the nurse walked away from me. Like, she could see that I was in distress. She could see that I was just not in a good place. But instead of finding a way to help me through it, she walked away. So the next ER, I said, this has been a really overwhelming day. Can I please have someone who just gets someone that's autistic and help? So I think they tried, but it then kind of went to me getting treated a little bit like a child. So I just think the medical profession needs to be a bit more understanding of the challenges that autistic people face in these environments. And yeah, almost an interpreter. I actually think I'm going to learn sign language because in those really stressful moments, it's really hard for me to communicate. It's really hard to talk. So alexithymia, which, you know, it's when you can't express yourself, express your feelings, express how you feel, is something that presents with autistic people. Not every autistic person, but I definitely have those moments. And I need to find another way to communicate in those really stressful moments, because I also am a people pleaser. So I will, except for the hand thing, because that had a trauma memory, so I kind of knew that. So I will kind of just go along and do, especially if my partner's not there in the room with me. So I just wanted to kind of use this as a diary. I have been sick ever since. The pain has dulled down, but it hasn't gone away. And I'm really struggling to eat food at the moment. So, and anybody that knows me knows that, like, I'm not like an overeater, but like, I enjoy my food. I generally only eat, you know, two full meals a day. Well, actually not even. I'll generally eat something in the morning that is akin to breakfast. I generally don't eat lunch. I might snack during the day, but then I'll eat like a full meal at dinner. But I can't even do that at the moment. At the moment, I had one meal yesterday at 4:00 in the afternoon, and it's a place that I enjoy, and I struggled. I couldn't finish a cup of coffee. I couldn't finish my dessert, which I would normally not have any issue with. So at the moment, don't really know what's going on. I am waiting for some tests to come back.